Hello, Savannah.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
I'm so excited to chat with you. I just kind of want to ask you some questions about your experience in Sales Shark Academy so far, and we'll just go from there.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, so how long have you been in Sales Shark?
I think it's been like 40 days.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't feel like it's been 2 months yet, so about
Yeah,
40
no,
days.
I think it's been 40 days.
Yeah. And so what were you doing when you came into the academy, career-wise?
So I was a teacher and a middle school teacher, actually. And before that, I had worked in healthcare for
Okay.
yeah, a
Okay.
handful.
All right. And then what was feeling hard or frustrating about your current situation that made you possibly want to pivot?
So I think I was burnt out, and I was working a lot of hours, and my compensation was really, really horrible. And I just wanted to kind of pivot into something that would allow me to have flexibility and actually be compensated for the work I was doing.
Okay, so what's like horrible compensation? What do you mean? Okay.
I was making $1,400 every 2 weeks, and I was probably working upwards of 60 to 65 hours a week just because I was working outside of school and not being paid for it.
Okay. So like for you and your personal standards, you felt like there was something out there for you where you could be doing so much more.
Yeah, I think I always have had a underlying sense of I know I'm going to be successful and I know I'm meant for more. And I just didn't know what that meant. And I thought that being a teacher, I would feel successful, and I didn't. As much as I wanted to, I just wasn't being rewarded for the work I was putting in.
So when you found high ticket sales, what kind of like caught your eye or made you think, hey, maybe this is different or like what was it?
Yeah, so I guess I had been looking at high ticket sales since before I started my teaching job, and I kind of was drawn to the idea of being able to one, work remote, and two, make my own schedule, which I think that's kind of the first thing that draws people to it. And then once I started to learn more, obviously, I was learning that you kind of you get the opportunity to really increase your income substantially depending on the amount of work you do.
Mhm. Okay, so mostly for the income, some of the freedom, right?
Yeah,
So
mainly for the freedom.
So if you were looking into it for a while, what prevented you from jumping in like that whole time versus since when you met me? Like what was stopping you?
I think I was scared and I didn't believe in it and I didn't think it was real, and I think everyone probably thinks the same thing. And it really took me just getting on a call with you and seeing that you were a real person. And once I did that and talked to some of the other people, I knew.
Yeah, I think you were a referral. Is that right? Like you knew somebody in the academy?
Yeah, and I had met the person that I knew from the academy online as well.
Okay.
So I didn't actually know anyone in person, but
Mhm.
just from meeting both of you online, I immediately could tell that you two were both like real people, and that just gave me clarity.
Yeah. Okay. So what's changed since you joined the academy?
My entire life has changed, to be honest.
In 40 days.
Yeah, it's been 40 days, and I was working full time when I started the academy, just to put that into perspective. So I was a track coach on the side of also being a teacher, and I just finished school like less than 2 weeks ago, and I already have a job and was offered two jobs. So my entire life has changed, to be honest. I'm in a completely different field, and within the first, guess, week and a half of working my new job, I already made the same salary that I would have made in 2 weeks as a teacher.
Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. And you're just getting started. You're just getting
Yeah,
started. Like, can you see how in 6 months from now where you're gonna be?
I mean, it is going to be crazy, and I try to think about it every day because my life is just completely different already. The way I feel day to day, the things I'm able to do, my schedule. I mean, the stress level, like I don't feel like a typical 9 to 5 stress level.
Mhm.
It's different because I actually get out what I put in, and it's fun. It is fun. The work
Mhm.
you're doing is exciting. It's not just like clocking in and clocking out every day.
Yeah. Is there anything about the academy that kind of like surprised you or you didn't know that it was going to be this way? Or like, how do you feel about your experience so far?
I have been through the moon with it, to be honest, because I wasn't expecting it to be a full transformative experience mentally.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to be talking to you all the time and then also build so many relationships. I mean, I have gained like 20 new friends from doing this. And I think that has been the most influential part for me. I mean, the training is great and everything, but if you don't have a group of people that you can chat with and actually get help from,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
hard.
And you see it's so much more than sales as well. It's like we do our morning routines. It's like all about manifestation. It's all about visualizing and really like identity work and stepping into that next level identity. And I've seen you do that and show up every single day for the last 40 days since you've been inside. And so it's really like not a surprise to me that you did find a job so fast. But I guess for you, like, why do you feel like you were one of the women who came in less than 30 days? You got not one job offer, but two job offers as a high ticket closer. Like, how do you feel like you did this so quickly versus other girls who think that it's going to be hard or that struggle?
Well, I think for starters, I really had to eliminate a lot of mental blocks that I had going on. And once I decided to just finally quit my job, which I didn't do until about 3 weeks into the program, I went full into this and could decide there wasn't a plan B for me. It was really a decision that I had to make. And once I made that decision, I decided that I was going to do everything in my power to actually get to where I wanted to go. And I think a lot of people think that this you don't have to put work in and then it just comes to you. And when you get stuck in that mindset, thinking things will just happen to you, that is where I think people have high expectations and they don't reach them. So I really just, told myself that this was up to me and I made it happen for myself.
Yeah, I love that. And I see a pattern of the women coming in, all the ones that are like you, all the ones that take ownership, and all the ones that literally decide. It is a decision. The same thing happened with me when I got into this. I was just like, this is happening for me. I don't care how long it takes. It's not a if, but it's a when. And if you do have that mindset, it's like you're able to collapse time so much faster and it happens so much faster versus the girls that are like, like I'll come in, I'll try it out and see if it's for me, see if I like it. It's like, no, these things don't fall into your lap. You literally have to like go out there and get it. And that's exactly what I saw you do. So,
Well, and I will say to all the women who feel scared about having those thoughts, I had them as well. It's completely normal. And like you said, it is a decision. And just because you're having those thoughts doesn't mean that this can't happen for you.
yeah.
Everyone has those thoughts, and really just having the support system and being able to talk to the other girls and see that you're not alone was
Mhm.
what is what helped me push past it.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't have been able to get any jobs, let alone do any of this if it weren't for being in the training program. And I would say that with 100% confidence.
I love that. And I remember our call together. Do you remember how scared you were?
It was horrible. I cried on my call with you.
I think you did cry on the call with me, but it really just shows women that we're all scared. We all feel scared to make these big jumps. It's completely normal. But if you want to be a closer and if you want to help other people get over their fears, what do you have to be able to do for yourself?
Yeah. That call in itself changed my entire brain chemistry. Like making that decision on that call, even though I didn't realize it until maybe 3 days later,
Mhm.
it completely changed the way I look at everything in life, money, like everything, conversations, relationships. And I will say, like, I wasn't necessarily in the position to be throwing out thousands of dollars. I wasn't at all.
Yep.
And once I got past that and realized that I am going to make this happen for myself, I mean, it changed my life.
Yeah, and you're already making it back.
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, in what ways though did it really change you? Like, what do you mean by that? Just like by being able to make quick decisions?
I think being able to trust myself, it has allowed
Mhm.
me to trust myself a lot more, to motivate other people around me to do the same thing, to not be afraid of investing in ourselves. I've never had it painted to me the way that it was through this course. And I realized the value in investing in myself. I think that's not something that's taught to anyone
Right.
nowadays because they want us to be stuck in this little bubble
Yeah.
of a 9 to 5. And it's crazy how much can change for you if you actually just throw yourself out there. You see it with influencers, you see it with people in all different types of fields. It's not just high ticket sales, but it
For
is
sure.
real.
Yeah, it's just the people that go for it. And yeah, we were taught in school to save, 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 to work, 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 save, save, save. But guess what all the millionaires do?
They don't do that
They
thing
they
fast.
yes, they invest. They leverage debt. So
Yeah.
it's like if you want to get out of your current situation, it's very simple. And I feel like you hit that crossroad on the call where you were like, well, damn, I either need to do this or I'm going to let the fear win and I'm going to stay on my teaching career. And you took the leap. And I don't even think that you expected it to happen as fast as it did. Like, I didn't expect that you were going to quit your teaching job that quickly. Did you?
No, actually, yeah. Honestly,
Yeah.
okay.
I love it.
I think that I was going to regardless. It was just what was I going to do next?
And then like you and I talk about all the time, we're just like, what if you would have said no? Like, what if you would have let your fear win on the call and you wouldn't have done it?
I can't even imagine, you guys. If I were to, and I tell this to my friends all the time now because I'm like, do not let your fear win. Your
Mhm.
fear is not a good thing, as
Right.
I think we're trained to think it is. It's not, it's meant to keep you safe and stuck where you are.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, if I would have listened to that, I think that yeah, my entire life would have been different. I would have never been able to achieve what I wanted to ever.
Like, what do you feel like you would have stayed a teacher? You would have just found another job, or like, what was the other plan?
I think that I would have, well, I was applying to 9 to 5. I would also, maybe I'm going to throw this in there. When I quit my teaching job, I was also applying to 9 to 5 corporate sales jobs. I interviewed for two and I got offered one and I turned it down to
Why?
continue high ticket sales because I felt so called to just put all my energy into this.
Yeah.
So I chose to make that decision because I didn't want to be working a 9 to 5 and stuck. But I will say, I still had those thoughts in the back of my head. And I still was thinking about letting the fear take over. And I
Mhm.
didn't. I told the other job that I already got a job when I didn't.
Wow. That's huge. That's really taking a bet on yourself and on your future. And it's almost like a test, right? I feel like you probably got that other job offer as a test to be like how much do you believe in yourself? Like, are you really going to do this? And
Yeah.
here you are making it happen. So, yeah, I mean, anybody can get a 9 to 5, but it's just setting you up for same shit, different job. It's like you would have been feeling burnt out and feeling the same exact way if you would have switched from teaching to a different 9 to 5. So that's why I'm just like, while we are young, it is worth it to at least give yourself a chance to get on a trajectory where you can actually make insane money and actually work half the amount of hours that most people work.
Yeah. And there's no wrong. I mean, if you, what was I going to say? Mm, there's no way you can make a mistake when you're betting on yourself. I think it
Yeah.
is empowering and it helps you in so many other ways.
Yeah, I always say nobody learns sales and makes less money. Like there's so many women that come in here wanting to be high ticket closers, and then it's like another door opens, and then another door opens, or they meet somebody, or they start working for this other thing, or they get their own idea of like what they want to sell. Like that's kind of what happened to me after I was a high ticket closer for somebody else, and I was so used to bringing in these incredible amounts of money for other people. Of course, I was getting paid really great commissions, but if I'm making 150 grand for this woman and I brought home 15, I'm like, well, why don't I have my own offer? I can provide value. I could be a closer for myself. And that's how this whole academy came to be. So, yeah, it really is. It's just like the opportunities are endless. If you are a woman who knows how to sell, then you are a lethal weapon to these businesses. And the business that you are currently closing for, I've already noticed so many ways where you're able to genuinely help her business because business owners don't understand sales. So you've already been able to give her like a bunch of tips and close a bunch of deals for her. I know she's increased her prices and you're selling at a higher price point that she's ever sold before. So it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, and I will say, like, I'm getting so much experience basically running sales, learning how to handle a funnel, learning how to manage everything. And I'm getting to help this woman build her business and the sales side of her business. I also get to help with DMs. I get to help with being hands-on. It is unlike any experience I've had working on in this type of field. You really get to be a part of it. You're not just a number, which
Yeah.
is what is going on in the corporate world.
Yeah.
You are a part of their business, you're a part of their mission. And that has been a game changer. I don't even mind working a lot of hours because I feel like such an important piece to the puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah. That's really important that you said that because I feel the same way when it comes to this. It's like I feel like you cannot be afraid of hard work because when it's aligned, when it's exciting, when it's something that you want to do, then effort is good, right? But there's so many people that's like, oh, is it going to be hard? I don't know if I want to do it if it's hard. And I'm just like, I want to repel those kinds of people. It's like, if you are a hardworking woman and you want to do something where you feel like you're actually making a difference and you're actually transforming people's lives, this is an amazing, amazing opportunity. So the last thing, is there anything that I didn't ask you that you want to share?
I would say that for anyone that is scared to take the leap of faith and trust in someone, or maybe sees this as something online and not something real, it is real. This is real, and the money is real, and the support is real. And if you want to be good at what you're doing, you need to trust in somebody that is also a real person and that has been through this to help you get to where you want to go. And don't let the voices in your head control what you want to do. If you know that you're meant for more, just listen to it and go for it and don't look back.
Thank you. I love that. I do pour my heart and soul into the academy, and I'm in there every single day in the trenches with my girls. It's literally like what I wake up in the morning for. So it really makes it's really nice to hear that like you appreciate the amount of support that you're receiving.
Yeah, it shows. I mean, the support has been beyond what I expected, and it is everything. I have so much support in my job. I get help from you all the time for whatever thing, even if it's the
Mm.
smallest thing. So I wouldn't be able to do this if it weren't for you and the group.
Thank you. But you did it. You said yes.
Yeah.
All right. I'm proud of you.